When God gives you a dream, when God gives you a dream, when God gives you a dream, when God gives
It's time for $1 Million Money Making Monday. You got the old preamble to the show there, kind of setting things up. But hey, that's kind of fun sometimes to watch, the pre-production. Anyhow, it's me, Jesse T, Mr. Sold. Good to be with you, of course. Your home sold guaranteed. Guaranteed to sell your house at your list price, the price you want, or they'll pay the difference. The show is brought to you by every Monday here at 5:30, $1 Million Money Making Monday, where we talk and teach about strategies and information to help you become a multimillionaire in real estate. The number one way to become a millionaire in the United States of America is in real estate. Nothing is better. So we hope to teach you strategies and help you find that journey to the Golden City. And I'm not just talking about the Golden Arches and the Big Mac Burger. I'm talking about some gold ducats in your bank account. Real estate is the way to go. So today on $1 Million Money Making Monday, the market is starting to change. And with that coming and looming ahead of us, and inflation running amok, and a recession just about everybody is saying going to happen, I thought, after my 43 years of experience in the real estate business, I thought that I would, talk about what I think is happening in real estate over the next couple of years. I truly believe that the real estate market is changing. Saying hi to McDonald's West Coast joint. I really believe it's changing, and my decades in this business tells me it's changing. All the signs are there. So we're going to move from a seller's market to a buyer's market. And I came across an interesting article that I'm going to cover today in $1 Million Money Making Monday. I have it up on the screen for those of you who are on YouTube can see it right now. And by the way, our friends on Facebook and Instagram over here, if you like what we talk about on the Jesse T Show, with yours truly, me, Jesse T, Mr. Sold, Monday through Friday at 5 to 6 o'clock, thereabouts, please like and share us and ask some questions and comments. We'd love to give out more information for free that you normally would have to pay for with an education or get from somebody, or go online and buy one of those silly courses. I show you stuff that only the insiders know here every Monday about $1 Million Money Making Monday. On Wednesday, we have Worthy Cause Wednesday, where we fight human trafficking. And this Wednesday, it's going to be a shortened show because I'll be out at a business conference in Anaheim, learning some new innovative ways to help us find more properties that are not on market, more money that's available out there for you, our sellers, and our buyers. So if you like what you see and hear, please let everybody know on Facebook. We certainly would like to build that share and like up. And for those of you on YouTube, that little bell, that notification bell, hey, please hit it and subscribe. It's free. And we've got about 2,000 videos, and a lot of them are real estate and entertainment business. No, just a potpourri of a lot of cool stuff. And you'll learn a lot. All right, great. So let's talk about this article I have in front of me. It's by Norada Real Estate Investment Company, written by Marco Santarelli. I already like the guy. He's Italian. He talks about the California housing market and the prices, trends, and forecasts for 2022. And I think it's appropriate. No, I know it's appropriate to talk about this right now because interest rates are going up. The rising of prices has slowed down, and buyers are slowly starting to get a little more control because sellers are getting concerned. And this was wrote on April 23rd, just a couple of days ago. So I'm basically going to go over his article with you, and I think you're going to learn a lot. I interject some things in here. So if this is boring to you, well, this is where you get rich. The California housing market continues to perform well as buyers enter the market in anticipation of rising mortgage rates, he writes. The market sizzled all year to break all records in 21. It was a hot seller's real estate market. According to Zillow, at the state level, California's housing market remains the most valuable in the country, with a total value of $9.24 trillion as of last December, accounting for more than a fifth, or 21.3% of the total volume sold nationally. However, California's overall value growth of $1.38 trillion in 2021 represents only 20% of the overall national growth of $6.9 trillion, somewhat underperforming by about 5.5% relative to its total weight, particularly given the extreme growth seen in other states. While January 2022 marked the first time since July 2020 that the state's median price did not increase by double digits on an annual basis. The statewide median price is expected to edge higher in the coming months as the market enters the spring home buying season. Now, there is something right there. It's the first time in a little while that the pricing hasn't jumped by double digits in percentage. That's one sign. I'm going to point out all the signs here. Then you come to your conclusion. I'll come to mine and an opinion at the end. Housing demand in California remained robust in 2022 of March, as the consequences of rising interest rates have yet to be seen. Stop right there. The consequences of rising interest rates have yet to be seen. Takes a little while. Sort of like an aircraft carrier. When they say, stop, it coasts in the water for about 5 miles before it can come to a stop. Now, while the statewide median home price set another new high, owing mostly to a jump in higher priced home sales, California's median home price increased to a new all-time high of $849,000 in March, exceeding the previous record of $827,940 set in August of 2021, and breaking the 800,000 barrier for the first time in 6 months. Is that mind-boggling that the median price is $849,000, $850,000 for the median price to buy a house in California? And with the interest rates, where the consequences haven't been in the market yet, but they're coming. Imagine what that's going to do to the affordability index. March price was 11.9% higher than previous March's 758,990. The month-to-month percent rise in the median price since March 2013, and the 10.1% increase from February marked the first time in 9 years that the monthly price increase exceeded 10%. March sales price increased 0.5% month over month to 424 for 640 from 424, 640 in February, which suggests strong buying interest still. It was down 4.4% over a year ago to 446, 410 were homes sold. The reduction in year-over-year sales was the 9th in a row and the weakest in 8 months. What that basically is saying is prices are starting to adjust down a little bit. The supply-demand imbalance continues to heat the market, though, with many buyers offering sales bids that are higher than the asking price. Market competitiveness was less heated than a few months ago or last year, but remained elevated in February. The statewide median sales price to list price ratio remained above 100% at 103.9%, nearly 71% still sold above the asking price in March, and it was the highest in 9 months. But interest rates and the hikes haven't kicked in yet. And we are seeing a softening over last year, because that list to price ratio was up to like 110%, 12% last year. Homes are still flying off the shelves in record time. The median number of days required to sell a single family home in California was 8 days in March and 8 days in March 21 as well. Tight inventory and low mortgage rates, similar in national housing market trends, are fueling the rise in California home prices. While this type of appreciation has an impact on housing affordability, higher home prices should encourage more sellers to sell their homes for sale, slowing the rate of appreciation. Because as the market gets flooded with more supply, prices ease down. And as the interest rate goes up, prices ease down. The market starts to get squeezed. I've seen this 3 times before in my career. Housing costs have been on the rise in California, which has impacted affordability. Remember we talked about that? Only 25% of California households can afford to purchase a $797,470 median price home in the fourth quarter of 2021, up from 24% in the third quarter of 21, but down from 27% in the fourth quarter of 20. In other words, less people can pay the median price. 75% of people can't afford the median price. This is why places like Antelope Valley, Palmdale, Lancaster, Rosamond are the hot buys. Mojave and Cal City are the hottest buys because the average price out here is under $500. And it's only an hour and a half away. So you ask yourself, man, I can't afford the Valley, San Gabriel, San Fernando, Simi. I can't afford Riverside, Orange County, Central Los Angeles, everything's up at the median price. But I can afford out here. There you go. That's why you should call us at Your Home Sold Guaranteed. Because if you're a seller, we'll sell your house guaranteed at your list price, so you never lose the risk, or we'll pay the difference. And if you're a buyer, and sellers have to become buyers, we have off-market unlisted properties that nobody knows about, never will know about. It's our priority access exclusive proprietary list, and we want to get that to you free of charge. Okay? Addresses, pictures if we have them, some links if we have them. And you're going to be the first and only ones to be able to get in because there's no public access, only private access through us. So you can give us a call on that one at 1-844-332-6305, extension 1052. And if you're a seller and you want that guarantee, sell your house for your list price, or we'll pay the difference, 1-844-402-4222, extension 1072. CARS, HAI, measures the percentage of all households that can afford to purchase a medium price single family home in California. CAR also reports affordability indices for regions and select counties within the state. The index is considered the most fundamental measure of housing well-being for home buyers in the state. So here we go. A minimum income, annual income of $148,000 was needed to qualify for the purchase price of $797,000. Statewide median existed single-family homes in the fourth quarter of 2021. That monthly income, including taxes and insurance on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage, would be $3,700, assuming a 20% down payment and an effective composite interest rate of 3.2.8%. Well, let me tell you, folks, that composite interest rate is not there anymore. It's like 4.875. And 20% down, how many people have 20% down? It's mostly 10, and it's a jumbo loan. The effective composite interest rate was 3.07% in the third quarter of 21 and 2.96% in the fourth quarter of 20. It's going up. A minimum annual income of $148,000 was needed to make monthly payments of $3,700. And that's if you don't have any DTI, debt to income ratio. You don't have any bankruptcies. You don't have anything bad on your credit report. And you have a midline FICO score in the mid 700s. It included principal, interest, and taxes on a 30-year fixed rate mortgage at 3.28% interest rate. That's not right. That's a fake interest rate for this article. Just go to bankrate.com and you'll see the average is pushing 5. 36% of home buyers were able to purchase the $610,350 medium price condo or townhouse. Can you imagine a condo is $610,000? That's an annual income you need of $113,200 for a payment of $2,830, not including HOA fees, which are going to be around $500 to $600. See, March of 2022, the median prices all of the major regions in California continue to grow on a year-by-year basis, with all of them increasing by double digits, and 4 of them reaching a new record high. At the county level, home prices continue to increase across the state. The supply-demand imbalance combined with low borrowing costs continue to drive up property prices. But I can't forget that statement. The higher interest rate haven't affected the marketplace yet. But they will. Central Coast had the highest year-over-year price hike, 20%, $1,050,000 over 1 year. San Francisco Bay, 17.9% price hike. Median price is $1,400,000 and change. Southern California had a year-over-year price hike of 13%. The median price is $800,000. Central Valley, Bakersfield, Wasco, Arvin, Shafter had a year-over-year price gain of 13%. of 19%, 495 is the median price. Far north, that's up north, had a year over gain 12%. That's way up by the Oregon border. 395,000 median price. Los Angeles Metro, that's us. Well, I'm sorry, that's the city. That's LA City. 13% hike, 770 median price. Inland Empire, San Bernardino, Riverside, 17% hike, 580,000. Out here in the AV, Palmdale, Lancaster, Rosamond, Lake Los Angeles, Mojave, and Cal City will throw in there, about 7 to 12%. Median price is about 450. See, California is still a seller's market, and home prices have reached record highs across the region due to tight supply. Nearly 71% of homes sold above the asking price in March 22. New construction can't keep up with the demand in California housing market. Each major region saw home prices continue to increase from last year as buyers competed amid a shortage of home sales. There is an increase in demand, leading bidding wars and subsequent higher prices, but that has slowed down. Instead of seeing 12 offers, we're seeing 2. These trends show us that the California housing market remains very competitive. Growth of sales are prices. Growth of sales are prices are driven by low mortgage rates. Buyers seek more living space, perennial shortage of housing supply. Homes are selling quick with a minimal price reduction. The statewide sales price to list price ratio was 103%. In March 22, it was 102%. In March 21, it was 100%. The home sold for less than list price. That whole thing says it's changing. And the higher mortgage rates haven't kicked in. And the foreclosures haven't started. But call any lawyer's office who represents bankruptcy foreclosures. They've got more files backed up that they can deal with. In fact, they're hiring lawyers everywhere to handle these foreclosures. High demand across all of Southern California's submarkets means that low inventory and lightning fast market conditions are not going away very soon. I think that's a misstatement. We're already starting to see the effects of it. There just aren't enough homes listed for sale to satisfy demand from buyers. This is why our priority access list is so important to you, the buyer, because these are homes nobody knows about. No competition. You got to get on the horn with us. This used to be called the horn because it looks like a horn, right? For those of you who are too young to know. Okay, here's why. We've got the properties nobody has, and you can only see them, nobody else. Makes sense, right? 1-800-1844-332-6305, extension 1052. We'll get that priority list out to you. And sellers, 87% of you, we know have to be buyers. So let's go find a house first to buy, because we've got a guarantee that if we can't sell your house, I'll buy it. Or maybe I'll sell it for free. Or maybe if we have to reduce the price to get it sold quick, so we get it sold fast, I'll make up the difference. There you go. 1-844-402-4222. Extension 1045, not 1072. My misstatement. Each month, CAR surveys 1,000 California consumers regarding their sentiments about various aspects of home market selling and buying that directly impact housing to create a California Housing Sentiment Index. March 22nd, the overall sentiment index reached 67%, unchanged from last month. This showed that consumers acknowledged the current market challenges and felt increasingly pessimistic about their home buying opportunities. Let's be nice. Pessimistic. Let's not be nice. I quit. I give up. I'll just be a renter for 5 years. Why? Because the Fed says it's going to take 8 more interest increases to get over to the top of inflation. That's 3 to 4 or 5 years. Foreclosures are coming. Consumers who thought it was a good time to buy dropped to 17% in March. It's only 17 out of 100 felt it was a good time to buy. An increase from 16% over last month. Still, about 1 in every 4 consumers is holding out hope that it will be easier to find a home in the next 12 months, and nearly 2 in every 3 believe that home prices will rise over the same period of time. Well, they're all wrong. 3 years before you're going to buy another house. The best thing is to give us a call because our houses aren't on the market. Make sense? Priced fairly and competitive. No competition. No jacking of the price. 1-844-332-6305, extension 1052. Let's get that priority access list to you. Despite the robust gain in home prices and rising interest rates, home buyer demand remains unexpectedly strong. There is some evidence that inventory is gradually starting to thaw, but real estate faces many variables in months ahead. Encouragingly, the number of new listings being added to the MLS each day has finally started to exceed closed sales, and CAR is still focusing at least 10% growth in home sales this year. Here's what consumers feel at this time. The MLS is over with. Did you know 5 different companies surveyed Zillow? There are more listings on Zillow than there are on all the MLSs in America. MLSs are gone. So that's not a real statistic. See how they twist the information if you don't know the information? It's a good time to buy in California if you buy through us because we have unlisted off-market properties. And the interest rate's still relatively low compared to where they're going, 7 or 8 or 9%. So here's some predictions. And then we're going to call it there. Let us look at the price trends from Zillow over the past few years. California home values appreciated 155%. It's not the median price of homes that are sold in a month within a geographical region. It's calculated by taking all estimated home values for a given region and month. This is how they do it. Taking a median of those values, applying some adjustments to account for seasonality or errors in individual home estimates. So this is what Zillow says. It therefore represents the whole housing stock and not just homes that list or sell in a given month. But they don't take into consideration locality in the inside of the house and what it has to offer, and the demand of the neighborhood based on other things. By this calculation, that's why they're always 17% off. By this calculation, the typical, but it's something to talk about. Gives us a platform. The current typical home value, okay, of homes in California is $774,899. It indicates that 50% of all housing stock in the area is worth more than $775,000, and 50% is worth less, adjusting for certain things. In March of 2021, a year ago, the typical value was $635. Home values have gone up 22% over the last 12 months. Come on, folks, do you really think the price is going to drop? Now let's look at specific zip codes. They're going up between 7 and 22% on specific zip codes in Southern California. Really, for the first-time home buyer, 7 and 12%. For the secondary buyer, 10 to 25%. So either case, you got to buy now while the rates are low, and you can get these houses before they keep going up in price. 2-3 years before they nosedive like a kamikaze. It's just the way an aircraft carrier stops in the ocean. Stop all engines, put them in reverse. The captain yells. Engine go in reverse. It just doesn't stop on a dime. It takes like 5 miles for that big old ship to stop, especially when it's 100,000 tons. So here's our affordability, and this is the last thing I'm going to talk about. This was the end of 2021. Average price was $798,000, median price, California, right? It went up almost $100,000 from the year before. Only 25% of the households can afford that. Now out here in the AV, where the average price is 450 to 500, that jumps up to about 60% of the households can afford that. But they all got bad credit. Income has to be 148,000 to afford that house of $800,000. Look at this graph. Median home prices 849, up 10% from February alone. Look where they were back in March of 21. And look where they are now of March of 22. My God, from 758 to 849. Do you really think it's going down? Come on. You got to buy now. You got to sell. You got to buy to sell now. That's what this article is all about. So, folks, look, here's the bottom line. This is what I tell people all the time as we finish up the Jesse T Show. This is what I tell people all the time, okay? The best time to buy is when you're ready. The second best time to buy is when everything is really cheap and you have the cash to buy. The third best time to buy is when the prices are going up and the interest rate is really cheap. The fourth best time to buy is in the transitions. Before it goes up too high and before it drops too low. We're in a transition. Everything after that, you're going to be a renter for the next 3 to 7 years. And that rent is going to go up. I'm going to raise your rent because I own property and I'm a landlord, and I will be happy to raise your rent. In fact, I'm sending out rental increases to 20 different properties today. They've actually already gone out in the mail. COVID's over with. My rents are going up. The best time to sell is when you're ready. The best time to sell is when the prices might be going up, but the interest rate is super low because you got to buy. The best time to sell is when you're moving out of state and downsizing, taking those California dollars and getting the heck out of Dodge or downsizing. Okay? Everything after that. Oh, there's one more. The best time to sell is if you don't get hit with the tax hit and you can pocket all that money you made and then go rent and watch the market nosedive and crash and then buy at the bottom with cash. So everything after that, not what we're talking about. So if you want to sell and you have to buy, we need to be talking. If you want to sell and you're downsizing, we need to be talking. If you want to sell and put your money into an REIT or an annuity or a whole life insurance policy, we need to be talking. So let's start talking. Here's my direct number. 1-818-800-1343. Why do we need to be talking? What's in it for you? Lower interest rates, off-market properties that nobody knows about, no competition, no pressure selling, get completely approved, cash approved for any extra money you need if you're buying up after you sell and you need some extra money, underwritten by the bank. And most importantly, we have connections to be able to earn you 6 to 7% of that money if you decide just to sell out and put an REIT, an annuity, or whole life insurance policy. In other words, you're making money working with me, Jesse T, and your home sold guaranteed. So let's give us a call. We'll start right here. You have my direct number. Here's a free recorded message. Talks about one of our guaranteed programs. Your home sold guaranteed. Over there. Or we'll buy it. 1-844-402-4222. Extension 1045. But also, you can leave your message and we can talk about the free sale program. We can talk about the program that if we don't sell your price for what you want, we'll give you the cash difference. We can talk about our priority access program, unlisted, off-market properties that nobody will ever see, only you. We can talk about our buyback guarantee that if you don't like the house in 18 months, we'll buy it back from you for the price you paid for it. As long as you don't destroy it, King Kong doesn't sit on it. Buyers. Now I'm talking to you. You got to buy. You got to buy. Interest rates are going to put you out of the marketplace. And we saw that prices are going up. It's just not me, Jesse T, telling you this. I read it right in front of you. Buyers, you got to buy. And who do you got to work with? Us at Your Home Sold Guaranteed. Because we promise that we will get you cash to buy with our preferred lenders. We'll get you underwritten as a cash buyer. So you got cash that you didn't know you have. OPM, be a cash buyer without having all the cash. We promise. That, of course, if you haven't beat up your financials, too bad. We promise that you have access in our Buyers and Waiting Club to the unlisted off-market divorces, bankruptcies, for sale by owners, properties nobody knows about. And we also promise our buyback guarantee. 18 months, you don't like the house and Godzilla doesn't blow it down, we'll buy it back at the price you paid for it. We'll find you another house you can like. What's in it for me? I just told you. So you got to give us a call. Let's start here. 1-818-800-1343. That's my direct line. Me, Jesse T. 43 years in the business, 32 years doing loans. I have my own company called Your Home Sold Guaranteed, or I'll buy it. Palmdale, Lancaster, the AV, and Rosamond. Real estate firm. With my team, the Mr. Sold team, Jesse T. Okay? 1-800-1844. Here's a recorded number. Free message. Don't talk to anybody. Place to get you started. 1-844-332-6305. Extension 1052. Make that call. Leave your information. And your journey will happen. And this is the first step for both of you on your road to making millions of dollars in real estate. $1 Million Money Making Monday. Now you understand the marketplace. It's time to pull the trigger. Say bye to our friends at Instagram. Hooah! You can check it on YouTube and on Facebook, Blogger, Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, little chunks of it. Read it, Diggy. Oh, and 25 other places. Okay? We love you. Your home sold guaranteed. And if it don't start right, it don't end right. Call your Palmdale office. Your home sold guaranteed, Palmdale, Lancaster, Antelope Valley. And visit our Google My Business site and go to www.jessetorrero, Torrero, 5starreview.com, and give us a review about what you learned today. We love those reviews, and it helps us in our worthy cause fight against human trafficking. That's www.jessetorrero, 5starreview.com and see all the people who have helped us fight human trafficking. Thanks a lot. See ya.